Hey guys, you're welcome back to Volmage Fit. Here we'll learn tips, techniques, and tricks of making beautiful and amazing outfits. So today I'm going to be showing you how to contour your already made cup to fit perfectly, and also how to make adjustments to your already made cup, because most times the cups we get in the market doesn't cover up the bust properly. So I'm going to be showing you how to make adjustments to the cup so that your bust can be covered properly. So if this is something you'd like to learn, then watch this video till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell for more updates. Give this video a thumbs up after watching, please, and also drop your comments or your questions if there's any. Please help share this video for more people to get to see this and learn as well by clicking on the share button and sharing the video link. So at this point, let's get straight into the tutorial. So here I have my already drafted full scale corset pattern, because this video is focused on the adjustment of already made cups to fit and cover up our bust properly. So I'm going to continue from here. At this point, I'll go up by 2 inches, put a mark there and connect it to the front. This part might not be really necessary for you, but just to throw in some light into corset drafting. So now I'm going to cut out my pattern pieces, then separate the bust area from the center front and the side front. So I have my pattern cut out, and I'll be focusing more on the bust pattern, since I'm going to be making use of it to make the adjustment for the already made cup. So I'll introduce my already made cup here and place it in between my center front and my side front. This is just to show you the difference in length between my already made cup and my drafted pattern. So I'll take all these away to cut out my pattern pieces with my fabric. I have my lace fabric and my satin fabric here. So I'm going to cut out everything before I make adjustments to my already made cup. After doing that, I'll bring back my already made cup and then start to make the adjustment. The first thing I'm going to do is to make a dart on it. I'm going to fold it in two like this and then figure out where the bust point is. So you see this spot I'm pointing to, that's the bust point. And for you to be able to do this accurately, then just get your measuring tape to measure it out. So I have about 3 inches for it, and the full length of this bust cup is about 6 inches. So just take about 3 inches, then hold a dart of half of an inch on it. I'll take this away to work on and then bring it back. So I have held my dart of half of an inch on both cups. So this is how I did it. You can see how it's looking right here. I made it straight half of an inch into the 3 inches mark I made. So this will help the cups to sit very firm on your bust and not go flat after sewing. The next thing I'm going to do is to trim off the excess from the dart, so it will not be disturbing it after putting my cup in my dress. So I'm going to go ahead to press open this seam line. Don't worry, it's not going to go flat. Just be careful while doing this. So I'll open this part up and then press it open so that it will make it even more flatter after placing it in my dress. So guys, you can see how it's looking right now. You can see how it's cupped out beautifully well. You can see how it's looking really round and curvy. So I'm going to go ahead to do the next one and follow same process for it, and then move on to the next step. So here I have my two cups set and I'm ready to cover them up with my fabrics. So I have this fabric already fused with interface, and this will be the first layer to cover up my cups. So I'm going to place it on my cup like so and make sure to adjust it properly, and then go ahead to pin it together with the help of my pins. So you can see the way I'm adjusting the fabric on my cups, and then after that I'll pin them together. At this point, this is how it looks like. So just make sure you have excess fabric so that you'll be able to cut it to the shape that you want it. So I'll just go ahead to cut this and add some excess to the chest line. Alright, that's done. The next thing I'm going to do now is to hold my drafted bust pattern paper together on the dart line with my masking tape. Since this drafted pattern paper is up to the length I want my neckline to stop, so I'm going to use it to trim out this cut out piece of fabric, the one I cut out for my bust. I'm going to be using it to trim it out perfectly and then leave about half of an inch all rounded for my seam allowance. You can see how it is after taping the both piece together. It has formed the cup already. So I'm going to put it on top my fabric like so, and then trim off the excess, leaving just half of an inch all around the cup. Alright, I've trimmed my fabric on both cups and here they are. What I also did was to cut out the lining for the bust cup. But the difference here is that I cut my lining in the two piece as my drafted pattern paper and then went ahead to stitch with half of an inch, and after that I did press open my seam line. Please don't worry about these gathers you see around the cup, just make sure to adjust it as you go ahead to stitch it to your center and your side front. So this is what I'm going to do next. I'll place my lace fabric on my bust cup and trim to the size of the first fabric layer. So I'll do this and secure it with my pins just like I did for the first layer, and then trim it just exactly as I trimmed the first layer. So here I have it all done, and you can see how it looks like inside. I want you to take note of the chest line, which is the top of the bust cup. You can see the excess I have around there, which is the size of my drafted cup pattern. So I have about half an inch seam allowance that I'll be using to stitch it to my center front and my side front. And here this came out pretty well. Now I'm going to move to the last step, and that is using my hemming gum to fuse together my already made bust cup with my cut out bust fabric. To do that, I'll just separate my lining away from my main cup and then pull that away. So let me show you something here, guys. You can see my already made bust cup is fused together on the chest line to my main fabric. So this is what I used for it. This is my hemming gum. You can see the bust cup is like glued together with my main fabric. Meanwhile, the lower part is not glued together because I'll be stitching that, and I am definitely trimming off some excess away from the lower parts before stitching them to the center and the side front. So what I'm going to do here is to cut off a piece from my hemming gum and stick it in between my already made cup and my main fabric. So guys, you can go ahead to do yours just the same way I am doing mine. You can see that it is quite easy. After doing that, then just go ahead to press with your pressing iron, because you can only use your pressing iron to fuse your hemming gum to whatever you want to fuse it with. So you can see how it is looking right here. It is fused together aside the lower part, which I'm going to be stitching. So you can see my lining right here, same size with my main fabric. And when sewing, I'll make sure my darts are aligning on same point. And here guys, this is how it looks like after stitching it to my top. So you can see how beautiful this came out. You can see where my already made cup stopped, and you see how it now stretches out because of how I made adjustments to it. And also check out the body around the cup where it was having gathers the time I pinned it. So you can see how it came out. There's no gathers whatsoever. It came out very nice. So you can see the outcome. This is the final look of it, and it's looking really beautiful. So guys, please, you can go ahead to follow just same step like I did, and trust me, you will love the outcome. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope this video taught you how to make adjustments to your already made cup. So guys, this is how my corset top looks like on the inside, looking really nice. And please take note, I didn't make use of an inseam finishing allowance. You can see that by the side of it. But please, if an inseam sewing allowance is what you'd love to use, then please go ahead to do that. So we have come to the end of this very beautiful tutorial, and guys, if this was helpful to you, please just do well to support this channel by subscribing if you are not yet subscribed, and also click on the notification bell if you love to see more of my videos. And please try as much as possible to give this video a thumbs up. It will be so much appreciated. And also drop your comments. Please do not forget to share this video link so more people can get to see this and learn this as well. Thank you so much for sticking by. Thank you for staying around. Thank you for visiting, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.